Let's have some behind the scenes.
I should need like a little Kleenex or something like that, you know, so I can dab it afterwards.
So I can kiss it over and over again.
The characters are Cyrillic, but once run... The characters are Cyrillic, but once run through a... The characters are Cyrillic, but once run through a The characters are Cyrillic.
That colour really isn't you, Bruce.
Sequencer.
Good. Good. Perfect. Anyone want to float a theory as to what that was?
I've read about pyromantic entities in Ruthan mythology.
Ruthan
mythology?
Ruthan, yeah. Ruthan.
This will play very well in Madrid.
They'll like it a lot.
That's right. Barcelona. And here we go. This is a buyer.
At least these guys seem to be getting into it.
Whoa!
No, he looks like he's having a seizure.
Get back! Whoa! Whoa! Don't touch!
Pardon? Don't touch? Don't touch what? Okay! Oh, what else? Oh, boy. Let's just get back to the plane, shall we? I've had enough. I just need to get through this ASAP. My stamina's slowly starting to fade. Yep, time for episode 2! 7X98. And he's a Barbie boy.
He didn't have the reaction we expected. Just the opposite. I don't think Muller's gonna make it.
So I'd like to know where this office is supposed to be.
That's unacceptable.
And why CSM is just sat behind
The
it in
success of
some
the project
shallow
depends on the
room.
life and death of Agent Mulder.
His eyes are really far apart.
I've read both your reports. Despite the efforts of firefighters from surrounding counties, the town of Red Falls was razed to the ground. Agent Mulder, I'm aware of and disturbed by your sighting of Alex Krychek of
You
the Briar
always
Lake
disturb
facility,
Skinner.
as well as the bizarre circumstances under which an artifact he told you was alien in origin disappeared from that facility.
An artifact emitting a force strong enough
I'm sorry,
to regenerate
I've
life in
made
a 3-mile
every
radius
joke I can
surrounding
already about
Briar
the look
Lake.
of Skinner in
Agent
this
Scully, you
game
mentioned evidence of a toxin?
while playing as
We did
Mulder.
encounter a poisonous compound that I believe responsible for most of the deaths in Colorado.
Hazmat crews scoured Briar Lake and were unable to come up with anything. The facility was stripped and abandoned.
A well-funded program gets a grade A cover-up. I'd look for the union label on this one.
Your sarcasm aside, Agent Mulder, I'm trying to help. Now, the 3 Colorado murder victims you originally went to investigate, their bodies actually made it out of there. I was able to quietly divert them to Quantico.
I'll head right
How?
over.
Good. This may be your only
Quietly.
chance of producing tangible evidence. Unless you have something else.
Like
No.
a new neck for
I have a
me?
director's briefing that I'm already late for. If there was a toxin, I want you two to make sure you're not suffering the residual effects. Update me after you've looked at those bodies. And Mulder, I suggest you step back from this case for a while.
Poke an eye out with those shoulders. How possibly tiny could his head get? I mean...
Mulder, I still don't know why you want to hide the encrypted disk I found at Briar Lake from Skinner. Getting those bodies to Quantico, he clearly
Look,
wants to help us.
seriously,
It's not that I
if
don't
you're
trust
constipated,
Skinner. It's who he
just
reports
go to the
to.
toilet.
Besides, I'd rather
Standing
have
there
that
will
disk
not help.
decrypted outside the normal channels. Scully, time's a wasting. Let's get out of here.
Wow, talk about bossy.
Scully, time's a wasting. Let's get out of here.
Right. I thought Scully was bad enough on the Mulder playthrough.
Scully, time's a wasting. Let's get out of here.
Shut up. Mulder, I thought so. There we go. Wait, move your fat ass.
The assistant director is in a meeting and won't be free for a few hours.
Yeah, we know. We were just talking to him, you silly cow. I love that you get to explore the FBI headquarters and that, but seeing as no doors actually open, all we're actually getting to see are the hallways. And there's nothing remotely interesting about them. Except for these
What is it?
agents that we find every now and then.
Doing?
Really serious
Are you lost or
attitudes.
something? What is it?
What are you doing?
It's none of your business.
Watch it, Agent.
Hey.
Excuse me.
Like, whatever.
Is there a problem here?
Well, yeah,
Could you
your
watch it,
attitude.
please? Is there a problem here? I'm sorry, do you need something?
What are you doing? Excuse me.
Boring. Chuck! Chucky!
Agents, I just got new spectrophotometric plates of the Amityville house, and I gotta tell you, the light quanta proportions are freaky.
Freaky.
Hey, stop by, check it out.
Don't mind me while I just shine a light in your eyes. Follow the light. You're not remotely bothered by that, are you?
Hey, we let the SCAG assign new chromatic values to the Zapruder footage. Dealey Plaza has never looked so good. I can personally confirm the latest AMA report. Excessive video game playing leads to irritable bowel syndrome.
Oh, trust me, I know. I've been sat playing this game for a long, long time now. Why do you think I have a bucket at my feet?
If you guys want to see something really cool, come by the lab and check out the aura sheets off the knife we think was used by Jack the Ripper. The weapon was such an extension of his own body that we retrieved a full head and torso image. It is wicked. Hey, listen. I'm thinking of charging people to take Curlian photographs with their dead ancestors. It's an untapped market.
Bless him. I'd love to know how much Bill Dale was offered to do this role. I mean, as I've said before, I love that Chuck's in this, but one, he's there for no reason.
Agent Mulder? Agent Scully? I understand your X-file in Colorado didn't end well.
Hi, can you see me? Hello. Yeah, Chuck is completely pointless, but
you might want to conduct your
to know how much Bill Dale was
safety of
offered
behind
to
your
do the
desk.
voice work.
You're out of line, Agent.
Well, yeah, I can't help shining a light in your eyes. It's so dark down this end
We're
of the
working on
corridor.
a case here.
No, you're not. You just stood
Some
there.
of us actually plan on moving forward with our careers. Why is it you always seem to be running in place?
Because the game's glitched. He's not working on a case, he's just stood there. More to the point, Kirsch is an assistant director, he wouldn't be working on a case.
Well, it's about time.
Hello, man. I'm guessing you cracked the
You
encryption
manly
test.
men, you.
It wasn't easy. There was some interesting non-linear sequencing to overcome.
But the real trick was the language.
You mean the programming language?
No, we're talking native tongue. Once we broke the firewall, we found the text to be in Russian.
Russian?
The characters are Cyrillic, but once run through a simple translation sequencer...
Voila, presto changeo. Insert your exclamation of awe here.
And buddy, I think you'll want to take a look at this.
Tunguska.
The Siberian prison camp, where you were held and infected with a virus.
Yes,
Alien
thanks
virus,
for
Scully.
expositing
Leave out
Scully,
that
because the
important
case file
What's the
notes
same?
would
An
never have
artifact
helped us with
confirmed
that.
to be alien in origin was unearthed recently from the excavation site at Tunguska.
Imagine the implications of such a find.
Later in the
Yes!
report, it mentions possible
Clarice.
experimentation by a corporation known as Rausch Biotechnologies.
Do we know their location?
There was nothing in the data, but...
We can do some nosing around.
We'll get back to you.
Good work, guys.
It's really bad
Scully,
static on
what
my
are you
mic.
doing? I thought you were going to check out those bodies at Quantico.
Well, yeah, but stop
Scully,
bossing me
what are
around.
you doing? I thought you were going to check out those bodies at Quantico.
I'm trying to touch you up. What do you think I'm trying to do?
Scully, what are you doing? I thought you were going to check
Shut
out
up!
those bodies at Quantico.
Piss me off now. That spaceship is far too big on
Scully,
that post.
what are you doing?
Oh, shut
I thought
up!
you were going to check out those bodies at Quantico.
You know what? I love how the character models in this are so bad that they had to put a vest underneath Scully's shirt because their shoulders are far too wide. They didn't have that there. Her boobs would be hanging out.
This is Dr. Dana Scully dictating
Doctor?
an autopsy
Really?
on one
You're going with
Thomas
that?
Sanchez of Red Falls, Colorado. The subject is a 35-year-old
Did
white
you change
male,
job
72
recently,
kilograms
Agent
upon
Scully?
intake, and 187 centimeters in height. The body is cold to the touch. Rigor is absent. Lividity is present on the dorsal aspect and fixed.
Well, I would hope it would be cold to the touch, seeing as he's been dead for God knows how long. Somewhat to the point, since why is his face covered just by some random flannel? Anything interesting to find? The reason why you have to walk literally up against everything is because some items aren't always obvious. I mean, some games they kind of slightly shimmer or they stand out, but in this you really can't always because of the graphics you can't always distinguish them from the background image. So that's why I'm always kind of walking up against the walls, just trying to figure out if anything's gonna pop up and go, oh, you got this, you've got email. Hello? Is this room completely pointless? It tells me that's a big yes. Okay. So if it tells me I'm supposed to do the autopsy. It's loading.
I'm opening the body via the usual Y incision and removing the chest plate.
Yeah, because we haven't done an autopsy already, so we wouldn't know how to do it had she not told us. What does her Y look like? Let's get rid of some ribs, shall we? It always helps when big target markers come up to tell you where to go. It sounds making me hungry for some chicken wings.
All body organs are present and appear in normal anatomic position and relationships.
I would hope so.
There is so far no evidence of internal blunt force or penetrating injury.
Surely penetrating injury would be
Briar
more...
Lake to measure radiation levels.
Measure. I lost my place in the script. I couldn't be bothered to re-record it. Yeah, wouldn't it be, signs, external signs of a, some kind of puncture wound?